Right, Brian, I'm just going to a video live of me uploading the results. So let's go straight in. Now, of course, you've played, so you'll already be in here, I'm guessing. A couple of things I didn't mention to you. When you are moving people on, I showed you how to start round 1, but I didn't necessarily show you how to start round 2. And the way to start round 2 is you just go into director mode and click start next round, I think he says. Now you can start the next round as soon as more than half the boards are finished. So when you've got 6 boards, you need to wait for 4 tables to finish, not boards to finish, tables to finish. When you've got 7, you only need 4 to finish. But you need to keep an eye on the clock and see if somebody's really behind, and just make your own call about whether to move people at that point or to move people a little later on. If you get stuck either at a table, therefore you're running late, and you think you might forget to move everybody, when everybody's finished, the move happens automatically. The other thing I should have shown you on this little screen here is I'll show you a few little things that might be useful to you in the advanced. You never touched any of that, players. So what we should always do is validate their EBU numbers, because if the EBU numbers aren't right, we won't be able to update the scores to the EBU. And in fact, what happens here, when we try and validate the 24 players, we see Judy Brown, no ID entered. Kate Griffiths, no ID found. Lucette Smith, no ID found. So let me first say Judy Brown never, sorry, I apologise for that thing that's just crept up on my screen. Judy Brown never puts a number in. Lucette Smith always puts a number in wrong, and it is 430621. I know that because it's going to be on a piece of paper or a Word document or PDF document that I'm going to send you with all this random information on. The other thing is, if an EBU member has chosen to make their profile anonymous, this check will not find them. So what we need to do is put Judy's number in and put Lucette's right number in. So this is quite timely. So how do you do it? So let's find Judy Brown first. There she is. Her number is 35886. I know that off the top of my head. The time I asked Judy to log up and log back on with a number was the time that she got flustered and kept disappearing, so I haven't asked her to do it again. And with Lucette, her number is 430621. So what you could do, and Lucette should have a capital L just because we like that. So what you might do, if you noticed while you were playing, and I would normally check before we started, would be go to Lucette's table and say, Lucette, I see you put your number in wrong. It is actually 430621, but please put it in next time. And you have to click Make Edit to save it. I don't think I did that for Judy, did I? I did, yeah. The other thing is, if you want to kick people out, this is where you would kick people out. Obviously, there's nobody to kick out apart from Peter, who likes to sit at the table and maybe look at their hands, which is fair enough. And if you want to destroy a pair, so remember, you can only destroy a pair if they have paid less than half the boards they were due to play. Yeah, I don't know what the options are here. So if you wanted to, so you're not allowed to destroy a pair when they've played more than half the boards. Just as we think we did with Shireen, you have to go and skip either board one by one as a director. Right, so that's the only bits I wanted to show you. Right, so Eusebio. I'm not quite sure what it means, but this is the EBU recognised format for files. So we have 3 files that we use. The Eusebio file USABA file is play PBN file. So the USABA files contain the results, and the PBN file is just contains the hand information. So let me show you how we do it. So I don't know what happens with your computer when you click. Certainly when I click enter, it will just automatically save it, and I have to find out where to save it, and I've already created the file ahead of time. So all you have to do is know where you save these files. Save. Okay, those are the only 3 files that you need. As far as this goes now, we can close it down. We do not need it anymore. So let's bring up my EBU. So there's my EBU. So I'm going in on my number. And you remember I told you that if you're going on your number now, when you click login, click show menus, it will bring the submit, and you'll be able to submit for Banbury. And we need to find the file. So the file is, I'll find out how to find my file fairly quickly. 26, 9th of July. Alright, so these 2 files are different unless you can see the whole description. So if it was like that, it wouldn't be obvious they were different. So you need to make sure you can see which one's which, because EBU will only accept this one that does not have LIN at the bottom. So you click that, you click upload, it checks the players. Okay, so it looks like all the players are okay. So you just submit. And file uploaded successfully. So if you've played and you now go in to your My View, you will see the scores. So that was good. So I'm going to knock this off. And we're going to knock this page off. I'm going to keep that page there. Right, the next thing we want to do is upload the results to Banbury Bridge Club. So again, very easy. Go into Banbury Bridge Club, admin. I've already been in, but so I haven't had to put in my password. But the password, as you know, I think is Little Major. I've sent it to you. So you go to Results Admin. Select the results file. So there's the results file for the 9th. So you want the LIN file. Select the deal file, which is a PBN file or Bridge Composer file on my machine. It's probably going to be described as PBN file or something else on your machine. Don't worry about it. Upload. Okay, and if I scroll the page down, you'll see I just need to get rid of all this rubbish. Okay, the only reason I put that rubbish on there, it wouldn't normally be there, sorry. The only reason I left that rubbish on there is because I hadn't uploaded the results. So let me just go and get rid of that rubbish for you first. I'll stop and then come back. Right, so we're back. So now when I go on the results, you'll see we've got all the results there. We've got ranking, scorecard. The only thing we haven't got is a link to Scorebridge. RealBridge, sorry, which I think is the easiest way to actually look at the results. So the way to incorporate the link for RealBridge here is find this screen, right click on the copy link address, okay, Banbury Bridge Club, admin, and this time you have to go into web administration, results calendar. There's a result for the 9th, and if you scroll halfway down, you can see it says here online service, and if I click the drop down list, it says RealBridge. And if I now paste what I've just copied, which was the plays link, if you remember, so for me, Control V on my PC, and save. And now when a member goes into the menu or to results, they will see the RealBridge link as well. So simple as, I think, nothing else to add. So as I say, let me just show you what the TD table looks like if I can for next week. I don't think I can add a TD table. I think you have to add it at the beginning, so you won't worry about that. So that's it, Brian. So see you next week, and I will log on as a director. You log on as a director. You'll see a table that says TD. It's going to be obvious. If at any point during the session, if I let you run it, and I'll sit downstairs and fall asleep or watch the football or whatever, if at any time you want some help, go to the TD table, call the director, and I can come and help. And that's it. Excellent.